Hello and welcome to webinar on QuickBooks to Fusion migration. In this series, we will take a deep look into the process of migration and step involved in it. In today day 2, the migration of entire QuickBook process to Fusion, preparation and planning of metadata from QuickBook to Fusion, then extraction of metadata from source system, that is QuickBook, then data transformation and data mapping, then data loading in the target system, that is in Fusion, and testing data in the target system, that is in Fusion. So this is the entire process. We will go through all the process in today's webinar. So it is important to take some time to become familiar with the data structure of both the QuickBook and the Oracle Fusion to ensure that any compatibility with each other. This will help to prevent any potential issues or errors that may arise when transferring data between these two platforms. By understanding the data structure of both systems, you can ensure a smooth and seamless transfer of information, which will ultimately save your time and efforts. When integrating the QuickBook with Oracle Fusion, it is vital to have a thorough understanding of the data structure of both the system. This is particularly important in our use case where ABC company utilize the QuickBook accounting software to manage its financial operations. QuickBook employs a rational database management system that organized and store the data in tables, with each table containing rows of related data and columns representing the various attributes of that data. On other hand, the Oracle Fusion is a cloud-based enterprise resource planning, or you can say a ERP software that provides a broader range of business applications including financial management, supply chain management and human capital management, and it uses data model based on industry standard data structures such as XML to organize and store data. To ensure the seamless compatibility between the QuickBook and the Oracle Fusion, it is essential to familiarize yourself with the data structure of both the systems. This can be achieved by understanding the various data type, formats and fields used to each system and how they relate to each other. For instance, QuickBook uses account number to identify different accounts, whereas Oracle Fusion uses combination of account numbers and segment values. By having a comprehensive grasp of data structure, you can identify any potential compatibility issues that take necessary measures to ensure the successful transfer of data between the two platforms. This will ultimately streamline your business operation and improve data accuracy and increase overall productivity. To ensure the proper integration between the QuickBook and Oracle Fusion, thorough understanding of their respective data structure is necessary. Familiarizing oneself with the data structure of both the software system can help identify any potential compatibility issues and take necessary measures to ensure the successful transfer of data between the two applications. This includes understanding of various data types, formats, fields used in each system or say platform, and how they relate to each other. By having a comprehensive understanding of the data structure, accuracy and efficiency can be ensured in the transfer of data between the QuickBooks and Oracle Fusion, ultimately streamlines the business operation and improves overall productivity. So let's go to the raw data which we have extracted from the QuickBook. So let's view that particular data. So I have taken a one data from QuickBook. Out here you can see this has been extracted in the Excel file. So here you can see the some of the lines which is not relevant to us. The relevant, so up to the row number 1 to 34 or say 35 is not relevant to us, right? So that is irrelevant. Apart from that, from the row number 36, the details header is there, so we will map with the header with the, this is the source, right? So this is the source. Out here we will map with the target. The target is Fusion, right? So that is how we will going to raw data from the QuickBooks. Moving to the next, that is extraction of metadata from the source. So ABC company is using the QuickBook for accounting and reporting purpose for past 10 years. To extract the metadata from QuickBook, you can follow these general steps. The QuickBook has Excel built-in features and API to access the metadata. These metadata can be in form of journal entries that contain information such as creator of the entry, the date it was created, and any change made to it. To extract the data out of QuickBook and to another format for better analysis, you can use Excel. Excel is a versatile spreadsheet program that allows you to sort, filter, and work with data. Exporting the data from QuickBook to Excel is a useful skill for businesses that need to analyze their financial data. So before beginning the process of exporting data from QuickBooks to Excel or text or IIF files, ensure that you have installed Excel or Notepad in your computer. To export the data, navigate to the reports or utilities in the QuickBook that you want to export to Excel or Notepad. This step is simple and can be done by selecting the report menu or going to the file, then utilities, then export. on the top bar of the QuickBook and choose the report or utilities you want to export. Once you have choose the report or utilities under the file, click on the export button, which will usually locate on the top of the report, and select the export to Excel or text option. This step will prompt QuickBook to convert the metadata into a Excel ready format or text format. You may give an option to export the data as a comma separated value, or you can say CSV file, or into new or existing Excel workbook. Choose the option that best suits your need and then select the location to save the Excel or text file on your computer. Name the file and click the save. When exporting the data from the QuickBook to Excel, keep in mind that you created a snapshot of that data at specific point of time. This means that any changes that occurs in the QuickBook after the export will not be reflected in your Excel file. To get the most current information, you will need to re-export the data. Additionally, when working with the exported data in the Excel, be careful not to alter any formulas that QuickBook may have included in the Excel file. These formulas are often crucial to maintain the data integrity and ensures accurate calculations. In conclusion, exporting data from QuickBooks to Excel is a valuable skill for businesses that need to analyze their financial data. By following simple steps outlining above, you can quickly export the data and begin to work with Excel. Remember to keep the additional tips in your mind to ensure that you export the data remain accurate and up to date. The first one is accessing metadata using the QuickBook built-in feature or API to access the metadata. Exporting data. QuickBook Online provides option to export forms, lists and reports which may include metadata. You can save these into your computer hard drive. Using Excel. For more details extraction, you can export QuickBook data into Excel. Open report in the QuickBook, click on export and select export to Excel and save the file on your desired location. So data transformation and data mapping. So data conversion is essential when migrating from a QuickBook, that is source system, to a new one, that is Oracle Fusion, that is you can say a target system, such as Oracle Fusion Financials. It involves transforming data into format compatible with the target system. Here are some you can go about data conversion in the Oracle Fusion Financials. The first step, or you can say a preliminary step, you can take as data assessment. It is important to have clear understanding of the type of data present in your source system before beginning into a data analysis and migration process. Then this knowledge will help you to accurately interpret the data, ensure that it is properly transformed and loaded into target system. Alternatively, if you are using QuickBook for your accounting needs, you can simply state that as you as your source system. In other words, you can say understanding your data type in your source system, or say QuickBook. The scope definition: before initiating the data transfer, it is important to identify specific data that need to be transferred. This involved analyzing the source and the destination system, identifying the type of data to be transferred, and determine the format in which it needs to be transferred. Once this information is gathered, you can proceed with the plan and executing the data transfer process more effective and efficient manner. So in summary, you can say that determining what data needs to be transferred. Then gap analysis identifies all the specific data elements that present in your Oracle Fusion system but miss in your QuickBooks source system. Additionally, also identifies any data element that present in your QuickBook or source system but not present in Oracle Fusion. This information will help you to understand the discrepancies, if any, between the system, and will enable us to take necessary actions to ensure that all required data is available in all the systems. You can say that identifying any data element present in the Oracle Fusion that are not in your QuickBook or source system, or say vice versa. So this is all about the gap analysis. So let's again navigate to the application, or say to the extraction files, how to analyze the gap system, right? So we have seen this particular vendor details which we have, and let me have let me navigate to that. So if I go to this, so if you see this template out here, so you can see the procurement of suppliers, right? So you can see the template out here. These are the supplier templates. There are various templates out here. Out there you can have a one single sheet, that is vendor list, right? So this is vendor list. In the Oracle Fusion, you got supplier import template, you got supplier address import template, you got supplier site import template, and there is a supplier site assignment import template. So and there is a supplier contact import template. These are the different templates are out here. Let's review with a one template. Let's go with a review with a one template, that is supplier import template. If you see out here, you got a batch ID. If you see out here, you can see the batch ID, and the batch ID, this is, you can have a batch to import the files, right? So you can import with a batch of 500 or 10,000, right? So that kind of a import, a bulk import, then you can provide the batch ID out here. But the mandatory field out here, that is creation, and there is a one thing called updations, right? So this thing is missed in that particular, in this particular one, right? So this is the requirement of Oracle Fusion. Supplier name, you can map with this vendor name or name out here, right? So that is vendor, the name you can map out here. So there are tax organization type, right? So that tax organization type, you out here you don't have that tax organization type, right? So there is no field of tax organizations type. So that kind of issues and details are required from the from the stakeholders to understand what are the fields, necessary fields, right? So we can't provide with ourselves. That detailings are required, the supplier type and the what is the business relationship out here, whether it is a spend authorized or prospective, right? So that kind of a detailings is required from the client end, right? So these are the details. You will minimum details you had to provide, some of the minimum details you had to provide. So these details and additional any information you can capture through your attributes. That attributes you can create, that attribute 2 3 various attributes, you can create a flex field and you can capture those through the attributes, right? So that kind of attributes you can create, right? So that is how you going to map with the your data from the source. This is the source and this is your target, right? So that target you will going to map. So some of the data you will say this is the address, right? You see that address is format out here, address 1, right? So that is address 1. You got out here something. If I go in this particular sheet, address is in different sheet. If you go to this address import template out here, so you can see this particular address template. Let me open that. So you can see out here, so this is the supplier. You got a one address line 1, city, state, postal code, right? So these are the detailings, right? So let me go to the properties, unblock that. Let me unblock that and let's open this one. Go to the additional attributes, go to the additional attributes. Yeah, so you can see out here the batch, there is an action out here, update and create. Any first time you want to enter the metadata, you will create, right? And if you want to update any metadata, then you can select the import action as update, right? So that is the thing. And the supplier name you will provide, as in the sheet 1 you have provided that same name you will provide out here, and the site, right? So site and the country, address 1, address 2, address 3 is there up to 4, right? So out here you can see, if I go to this one, there is address 4, there is an address 5 out here. Out here you don't have the address 5, right? You don't have the address 5 related. So what you will going to do, right? So if you see out here, that is address 5 is not there. So you can create an attribute out here and you can map with that particular attributes, right? So that is you will do, right? So this is how you're going to map the gap between the data. When you do the data conversion, you will first see the transformation, how you're going to, these are the challenges you will face, right? So the next thing is mapping and conversion. The field mapping, the first one, to integrate your source QuickBooks system with Oracle Fusion, you will need to map the specific field in the QuickBook to corresponding field in Oracle Fusion. This will ensure that data is properly transferred and synchronized between the two systems. It is important to carefully review and match each field to avoid any discrepancies or error in integration. Once mapping is completed, you can begin the process of transferring data from QuickBooks to Oracle Fusion seamlessly and efficiently. Or you can say mapping the field in your source QuickBook to a corresponding field in Oracle Fusion. Second one is data transformation rule. You can specific provide with the defined rules for transforming data from source QuickBook format to Oracle Fusion. It will help you if you could in transforming the required data is compatible with the Oracle Fusion system. This will help to ensure that the data is accurately and efficiently migrated from QuickBook to Oracle Fusion. Or you can define any rules of transformation data from source QuickBook format to Oracle Fusion requirements. Test and conversion. To ensure that converted data is accurate and complete, it is necessary to conduct a test conversions. These tests will help to identify any errors, inconsistency that may have occurred during the conversion process. By conducting thorough test and conversion, you can confident that converted data is reliable and can be used for intended purpose. So data migration tools. The Oracle offers a variety of powerful tools that can be used to import data easily and efficiently. Among these tools are file-based data import, or you can say FBDI, which enables you to load data from various file format into the system. The application development framework, desktop integrator, or you can say ADFDI, which provides user-friendly interface for importing data directly from Microsoft Excel, and it also provides web services which allows you to integrate the data from external source using web-based APIs. This tool makes it simple to import the data into Oracle Fusion, ensuring that your data is accurate, up to date, and easily accessible when you need it. Third-party tool, or you can say extract, transform, and load ETL tool are software applications that are designed to extract data from various sources, transform it into a format that is suitable for analysis, and load into a target-based or data warehouse. Some of the specialized ETL tools are also compatible with Oracle Fusion, the cloud-based platform that enables businesses to integrate and manage their enterprise application and the data. These ETL tools can help businesses with data conversion by providing a seamless and efficient way to extract data from disparate sources, transformed into, or say disparate sources, and transform it into a format that is compatible with Oracle Fusion. Load it into a platform of for analysis and reporting. So custom script, in case you have a specific requirement that cannot be met by standard functionality, it can develop a custom SQL or PL SQL script. These script can tailored to the needs, to the extraction needs, and it helps you to achieve your desired outcome. The experts are well versed in this SQL and PL SQL can provide you with the necessary customization to ensure that your database system is work optimally. So you can, it depends upon your requirement to customize the SQL or PL SQL scripts. Data uploading, or say data loading in the target system. To import the transformed data can make useful of Oracle Fusion Data Import framework. This framework provides a structured and efficient way to manage import process, allowing you to easily map the data to correct field and to ensure that data integrity. With help of these framework, you can easily upload large volume of data and perform validation to ensure that data is correct and complete. The Oracle Fusion Data Import Framework are powerful tool and that can help streamline your data import process and improve data accuracy. So data validation. Before finalizing any data transfer process, it is important to double check and ensure that all data is successfully all data has been transferred successfully and accurately. This includes verifying all files, folders, records, and database have been transferred without any error or omission. It is also essential to confirm these transferred data is complete and consistent and compatible with the intended destination. Any inconsistency or discrepancy should be identified and resolved promptly to avoid any potential data loss or corruption. Therefore, it is highly recommended to have reliable system tools to place to verify the accuracy and completeness of transferred data. Let us review one more template in that. So here we are, this is the source file. So these are the, you can see these are the accounting values, right? So out here you can see these are the particular details, and you have the QuickBooks accounting codes, and out here in the you have mapped with your Fusion accounting codes out here, right? So you can see these are the parent out here, parent 4, and this is mapped with the parent 3. This is the parent 3 mapped with the parent 4. This is the parent 4, right? You can see out here the parent 4. The child value, so parent 3, parent 2 is mapped to parent 3, and parent 1 is mapped to parent 2, right? And similarly the child values get mapped out here, right? So you can have a child values mapped out here. Let me wait. So these are the data extract from the source system. You can see these are the source system. You got this extraction data out here, that is data which has been transformed through ETL process, and after getting that particular process we get this final one, right? So we got this data out here. We will transform that, clean that particular data and check with that particular format out here, and then we will map with these data with a supplier out here, with the supplier in Oracle Fusion. This is your source and you will map with your target system, right? So testing in the sandbox or test environment, it is important to ensure the safety and stability of your product environment when you make changes or updates. Therefore, it is recommended to first test any new activities or conversion process in separate sandbox environment, which is a replica of your production environment, but isolated from it. By doing so, you can avoid unexpected issues and errors that could potentially impact your live system. Once you have thoroughly tested and validated the desired results in the sandbox environment, you can proceed with actual conversion process in the production environment with confidence. This best practice can help you to migrate or say mitigate the risk and ensure the smooth transition without disrupting the critical business operations. When it comes to migrating data to Oracle Fusion, that is target system, there are a few key details that must be carefully considered to ensure a successful transition. One of the most important aspect of the process is accurately preserve the audit trail. This means that comprehensive records of all transactions must be maintained to provide complete history of the data. In addition, it is crucial to carefully manage the reconciliation with bank statement to avoid any discrepancies that may arise during the migration process. This involves carefully comparing the bank statement with the data that migrated to ensure everything matched up correctly. By paying close attention to these important details, you can help to ensure that migration process is successful, that all data are accurately transferred to the Fusion without any issues. So quick summary or say quick recap steps for migrating for entire QuickBooks process to Oracle Fusion. The first step is preparation. Under this, the current QuickBooks setup includes chart of accounts, customer, vendor details, inventory and other financial data. This step also involves understanding the business process that are currently in place. That involves in the preparation. Now the next step is data extraction. Extracting the data from the QuickBook. This would involve using data export features in the QuickBook or using the third-party tool. Data transformation. The extracting data needs to be transformed to match the data structure of Oracle Fusion. This could involve mapping the fields from QuickBook to corresponding fields in Oracle Fusion. The fourth one is data loading. Loading the transformed data into Oracle Fusion. Oracle provides various tools to load for bulk data loading. The fifth one is testing. After data is loaded into Oracle Fusion, perform thorough testing to ensure that data is correctly migrated, that all business process work as expected. This is about the summary of migration process from QuickBook to Oracle Cloud. Thank you for participating in this webinar. In the next session, a migration of metadata, that is chart of accounts, enterprise structure, vendor, customer, product, etc. We will go through that and the process, right? So thanks again.